overnight stream. So thank you for coming out and bearing with the nature as it is. The cast wanted me to warn you that if they scream or anything in the middle of the show that they've been bit or something like that. Actors. We have been all over the Midwest. We've been through 7 states. We've been in 6 states, 20 performances. This is our 20th. We have performed for well over 1,500 audience members, and probably a quarter of those potential college students. And we actually got to make contact with a lot of them, so hopefully we'll have new Waldorf students coming out from our tour. We've been all over from here all the way to Detroit and everywhere in between, so we've had a great time. A couple of things. Notice we don't have a set. We decided that since we have this lovely forest background, why bring our set all the way down that hill? So you will see costume changes in view. No one's going to get nude or anything like that, so don't worry. But that'll be part of the thing that you'll see during the performance today. You'll also see puppets having some fun. You'll see Lynnea freaking out. But hopefully you'll have a great time. Afterwards, we have a few people to thank. So if you wouldn't mind staying just for a couple of minutes after the show, we do have some people that we'd like to thank. Otherwise, we're going to get started, so we can not get completely eaten up. So I hope you enjoy our show. My fair Hippolyta. That was a dragonfly. Our nuptial hour is apace. 4 days until a new moon.
4 days quickly steep themselves in night. The moon, like a silver bow, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Ah, I wooed thee with my sword, and made thee love me by doing thee injury. But I shall wed thee in a different key. Ah, good Aegeus, what news hath thee?
Full of vexation come I. In regards to my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man has permission to marry my daughter. Stand forth, Lysander. My precious duke, this man has bewitched the bosom of my child. I demand the ancient right of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, either unto this man or to her death.
What say thee, Hermia? Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander. I would my father looked but with mine eyes.
Rather, with his judgment must your eyes look.
I beseech your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I would know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either wed Demetrius or prepare to die the death.
So I will live, so die, my lord. I will my virgin patent up into his lordship.
Lysander, yield thy crazed title up to my most certain right. You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander.
My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked.
Come, Demetrius. Come, Aegeus. Fair Hermia, look thou to thy father's will, or else prepare to die the death according to ancient Athens law.
Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt of great revenue. From her house to Athens remote 7 leagues. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and from that place the shop Athenian law cannot pursue us. Steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and I will in the woods stay for thee.
My good Lysander, by Cupid's strongest bow, truly tomorrow night will I meet with thee. Godspeed, fair Helena. Call you me fair? Your eyes are lodestars, your tongue sweet air, more tunable than a lark to shepherd's ear. Oh, teach me the art with which you sway Demetrius' heart. I frown upon him, and yet he loves me still. Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill. Well, take comfort, you no more shall see my face. Lysander and I will flee this place.
Tomorrow night, for Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the woods, Lysander and I will turn our eyes away from Athens and never look thence.
sweet playfellow. Take heed, Lysander. We must starve our sight for lovers' food till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my lord. Helena, adieu.
Throughout Athens I am not as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks that so. I will tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then to the woods will he tomorrow night pursue her. Herod I mean to have his sight thither and back again.
Guard, company men.
You were best to call them generally, man by man.
Mary, our play the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I can assure you, and of merit.
You, big father, are sent down for Pyramus.
That will ask some tears in true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms.
Francis Luke, the bowsmender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You must take Thisbe on you.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Let me play Thisbe as well. I will speak in a monstrous little voice.
No, you must speak Pyramus. Raman Starveling, the tailor, must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker. Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part.
Have you the lion's part written? I am slow of study.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that will do any man's heart good to hear me. Watch. Roar.
You can play no part but Pyramus. Masters, here are your parts. I'm to treat you to convent, and by tomorrow night, meet me in the palace where it's miles out of town by moonlight.
There we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
It's funny, you can laugh. This is fun on my end.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you? Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's spear, and to serve my fairy queen, to do her orb upon green.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight, so take heed that the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she as her attendants passed a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. And jealous Oberon would have the child, but she perforce withholds beloved boy, and now they never meet in grove or green.
Either I mistake the shape and make him quiet, or else you're that shrewd and knavish friend called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that prying swims the villagery? Those that have come will call you sweet hook. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest at Oberon and make him smile when I have fat and bean-fed horse beguile. The wisest aunt, telling me saddest tale. One time, for a 3-foot stool mistaken me. Then I slipped from her bottom and down toppled she. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here, my mistress.
Robin!
Oberon!
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon. Fairy, skip hence! I have forsworn his bed and company. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steppe of India, but that the bouncing Amazon to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
Why do you glance at my love for Hippolyta, knowing that I know thy love is for Theseus?
These are forgeries of jealousy. Never since middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead. Therefore the winds have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs that falling on the land that every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter their wants and liveries, and the maize
a small Indian boy to be my henchman.
His mother was a votaress of my order.
Oh.
But she, being mortal of that boy, did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairy, away.
Do not leave this grove until I have tormented thee thus for the century. Oh, women, fairies. Gentle Puck, come hither. You're shedding.
I do that.
Dost thou remember the first time I saw Cupid's fiery shaft dipped into the chaste beams of the watery moon?
Yeah.
Good. It fell upon a western flower now turned purple with love's wound. Fetch me that flower. For once it is placed on the eyelids of sleeping man or woman, they will fall in love with the next thing they do espy.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Go!
This way.
Go! Once I have this flower, I shall watch Titania sleeping, and I will place the love juice in her eyes. And then she will render up her page to me.
No, I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not love you?
And for that do I love you the more.
I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you. Again!
Oh, hast thou the flower there? Give me. I know a bank where the wild thyme flows, where sometimes Titania sleeps. There I will place the love juice in her eye and make her dream frightful fantasies. Hark!
I was thirsty.
This is not a union break. Take thee this. Throughout the woods there is an Athenian in love with a disdainful youth. Place the juice of the flower in his eyes when next his love he doth espy.
My fairy lord, your servants shall do so.
How about a smile?
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Two spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blind ones do not run, come not near a fairy queen.
Weaving spiders, come not here. Hence, you long-legged spinners, hence. Beetles black, approach not near. Worms and snails do no offense. Hence away, no harm is won.
Be it ounce or cat or bear, or pard or boar with bristled hair. Next, thy love doth see. When thou wakest, may thou see a vile creature in thou wakest.
To speak troth, I have forgot our way.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both.
Nay, gentle friend, lie further off yet.
By your side, no bedroom may deny.
Gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie farther off.
Here will be my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he my master said. Sure. Upon thine eyes, I throw all the power that this charm doth owe.
I charge thee hence, do not haunt me thus.
Oh, I am tired in this fond chase. Lysander?
Lysander? On the ground?
Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through the fire for thy sweet sake.
Oh.
Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. You have Hermia's love, then be content.
Content with Hermia. I do repent the tedious minutes I have with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena do I love. Oh, who would not change a raven for a dove?
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? Oh, a woman of one man refused, should of another be abused?
Oh, all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight. Oh!
Lysander? Lysander? Who speaks of all loves, who I well perceive all is not nigh. Either death or I'll find you immediately.
Are we all met?
This is the most marvelous, convenient place for rehearsal. We will do in actions, we will do for the do.
Peter Quince, there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. Write it down.
I believe we must leave the killing out.
Oh, well then, write me a prologue, yes. And let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and Pyramus is not killed indeed.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
Yeah. To bring in a lion among the ladies is a most dreadful thing.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, we must name his name and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is to bring moonlight into a chamber for Pyramus and Thisbe. You know, they meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar!
A person must come in and present himself as the person moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber for Pyramus and Thisbe says story. Talks to the chief of a wall.
Well, then some man or other must present wall.
If all is well come, sit down and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here?
Thisbe! The flowers of odious savor sweet, so hath thy breath. My dearest Thisbe dear. But hark a voice, by and by I will to thee appear.
My sweet Pyramus, as
If I were only fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, masters,
Help! I'll leave you about around.
Why do they run away? I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could, but I will not stir from this place. No, I shall walk up and down, and I shall sing, that they may hear that I am not afraid. Yes. I sigh to sing. The old cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
what angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain-sung cuckoo gray, whose note full many man doth mark, and does not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. Yet reason and law do carry little company together nowadays.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. If I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough of mine own turn.
Oh, out of this wood do not desire us to go. Thou shalt remain whether thou wilt or no. A peach blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready? And I. And I. And I.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Lead him to my bower, tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
What are we going to do with this power? We're going to have a good time. We're going to play some games.
I wonder if Titania has waxed, and what next came into her eye, which she must dote upon throughout extremity. Ah, how now, mad spirit!
My mistress. With a monster is in love.
No! Tell me more.
While she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, were met together to rehearse a play.
A play?
Yeah,
Ew.
I know. But the shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort forsook his scene and entered at a break when I did at his advantage take.
Yeah?
An ass's no I fixed on his head.
Oh, this is better than anything I could have devised. Oh, tell me, hast thou thatched the love juice upon the Athenian's eyes?
That is finished too.
Oh, good. Oh, see, here comes that same Athenian.
This is she the woman, but not this the man.
Why you rebuke you him that loves you so?
If thou hast slain thy sender, plunge in the deep and kill me too. Wilt thou not give him to me?
I would rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur, from thy hated presence, I part so seek me no more.
To follow her in this fierce band would be most unwise. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Go, swifter than the wind throughout the woods, and find Helena of Athens, and by some grand illusion bring her here.
I go.
So hard to get good help these days. Purple flower of love's wound, hit with Cupid's artery, sink the apple in thy eye. When next thy love you doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky.
Captain of a fairy band, Helena is here at hand.
It's about time.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn?
These vows are Hermia's.
I had no judgments, but to her I swore. Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine.
So, I see you both have joined to fashion this false sport against me.
You are unkind, Demetrius. You have Hermia's love, then keep it. No, you keep Hermia's love. Ere if I loved her, all that love would be gone. Seriously?
Lysander, why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why seek'st thou me? 'Tis the hate I bear thee that made me leave thee so.
It cannot be. No. I see you are also one of this confederacy, interest, Hermia. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me. Have you not sent your lover, Lysander, to follow me and praise my eyes, and your other lover, Demetrius, to call me goddess nymph divine? I know not what you speak of. I do persevere, counterfeit sad looks.
Stay, gentle Helena. I say I can love thee more than he can do. Hang off, thou cat, thou bear.
Lysander, why hast thou grown so rude?
'Tis no jest that I hate thee and love Helena.
Oh. You stealer of loves, what have you come the night and taken my love's heart from him? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you. You puppet, you. Oh. Thou painted maypole. Oh. No, let her not hurt me.
Be not afraid, Helena. She shall not harm thee. No, she shall
not. Let no she be but little. She is fierce like me and her.
You ruined my sash. Get thee gone, you dwarf! Take not her part, speak not of Helena. Follow, if thou darest, to try whose might is most in Helena. Follow, nay, I shall go with thee. Cheek by jowl.
No longer trust you I, no longer stay in your cursed company. I am amazed. And I know not what to say.
This is thy negligence.
Believe me, King of Shadows, for I missed him. But so far, I'm glad.
Glad?
They're jangling, I see, the sport.
A sport! Dost thou not see that these four lovers seek a place to fight? Therefore, hie thee, Robin, and overcast the night.
Okay.
Do not let these lovers stray, and let them come in each other's way until their eyes have been in a death counterfeiting sleep. Only then.
More flowers.
Crush this. Crush this into Lysander. Size, which will remove all error. Whilst I employ thee of this, I will off to my fairy queen to beg her Indian boy.
But my fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for yonder shines Aurora's harbinger.
Go, faster than the wind!
I'll lead them up and down.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius?
Here, villain. Drawn and ready.
I'll be with thee straight. Lysander, where dost thou hide thy head?
Come, recreant. I'll whip it with a rod.
Yea, art thou there? When I come where he calls, then he is gone. Here will rest me.
Ho, ho, coward.
Thou shalt buy the steer. If ever thy face by daylight see, by day's approach look to be visited.
Oh, long and tedious night. Sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three. Come one more,
strength can no longer keep pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day.
On the ground, sleep sound, and I will apply to your eye. Jack shall have chill, and naught shall go ill.
Come, sit me here upon this flowery bed.
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Monsieur Cobb of the Honey Bag. Mr. Mustard Seed, help to scratch. I must to the barber's, monsieur, for I'm marvelous hairy of the face.
Say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
I can munch thy good dry oats. I have a desire to a bottle of hay. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Oh, sleep thou, and I shall wind thee in mine arms. Fairies begone.
I have begun to pity her poor dotage. In my pleasure, when I taunted her, she did give up her Indian boy straight away. I shall release the fairy queen. Or Dian's bud or Cupid's flower, met with blessed power, I release the fairy queen. Wake, Titania.
Oh, my Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh! How mine eyes do loathe his visage now!
Robin to take off his head. Come, my lady, now that we have found no amity.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Honey, it's a long story.
When my cue comes, call me. I will answer. Hello? I have had a dream. Past the wood of man to say what the dream was, though. I shall have Peter Quince write a ballad of this dream. And we shall call it Bottom's Dream. And I shall sing it, as I do so well, in the latter end of a play. Before the Duke.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once when in a field of Crete they bade a bear with hounds of Sparta.
Oh, my hounds are bred of the Spartan kind. Oh, but soft, what nymphs are these?
Here lies my daughter asleep.
Go bid the huntsmen to blow their horns and wake them. Good morrow, friends. Tell me what new concord is this in the world? Enemy sleeping next to enemy.
My lord, I cannot truly say how I came here. Only that Hermia and I stole in the night and meant to be gone from Athens.
My lord, I beg the law upon their head, they would have stolen away.
I told Demetrius of their flight and to the woods that he pursued them. And he knows not by what power, but his love for Hermia melted as the snow, and the only object of his eye is fair Helena.
I will hear more of this anon. Aegeus, I overbear thy will, for these four lovers shall with us in the temple be eternally knit. I have spoken.
Have you sent to Paul's house? If he come not, then the play is marred.
Master, the Duke is coming from the temple!
Sweet bully bottom.
Where are these lads?
Bottom!
Speak out of me. Get your apparel together, for the short and the long is our plays preferred, and most dear actors eat no garlic nor onion, for we must utter sweet breath. Go away!
Joy, gentle friends! Let us see what play is to be brought forth. A tedious and brief story of Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Oh, tedious and brief. From the hard-handed men of Athens. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, yes, we shall hear the play. Come forth, actors.
Oh, your lord, the prologue is addressed.
Poorly.
If we offend is with our goodwill, we are not here for your enjoyment, that you here should repent you. The actors are at hand.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt, my lord.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at the show. This man is Pyramus, this beauteous lady, Thisbe. This man doth present Paul into Shakepeare meant to whisper. This man presents moonshine. This grizzly beast, Lion by name, the trusty Thisbe did scare away.
I wonder if Lion is to speak.
One lion may when many asses do, my lord.
In this same interlude, I, one Snug by name, present a wall. A wall which had in it a crannied hole, or chink. The cranny was both right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
It is the wittiest partition I have ever heard discourse, my lord.
O night, whichever art when day is not. O night, O night. Sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink, to blink through with mine eye. No Thisbe do I see, accused be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Oh, if the wall were sensible, it will curse again.
No, in truth, sir, you should not, for deceiving me is Thisbe's.
Shh, get on with it.
Oh, wall! Often hast thou heard my moans for parting like their Pyramus and me. My cheery lips have often kissed thy stones.
I see a voice. Thus will I to the chink. Thisbe!
My love!
Kiss me through the hole in this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole. Not thy lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb? Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Betide life, betide death, I come without delay.
Thus, the wall having discharged his part so, away doth go.
This is just plain worse than the bugs.
You're telling me.
And this is the silliest stuff I have ever heard. Come next. Oh, my.
You, ladies, you, who do fear, I am one Snug the joiner, and I present a lion fell.
Oh, a good-natured beast and of good conscience.
This moon doth present myself, the man the moon do seem to be.
Proceed.
the lantern's moon and I'm man the moon.
This is old Ninny's
Ninus!
Ninus tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon, I guess.
Sweet and lovely moon,
Not again.
I thank thee for thy sunny beams. But stay, O spite, what dreadful dole is here? Oh, wherefore nature with the lion's frame hath deflowered my dear? Out, sword!
Shortest sword I've ever seen.
Thus die I. Now am I dead?
Come on!
Do it.
Now. Die! Ow! Die! Ow! Die! Ow!
Well, if we had a surgeon, he might recover and prove to be an ass. Oh, get a razor.
What? Dead, my dove? Oh, my sweet Pyramus! Come, trusty sword! Thus ends Thisbe. And you, and you, and you!
That leaves Lion and Moonshine to clean up the dead.
Aye, and wall too.
Oh, wall! Right, wall.
I assure you, the wall is down that was part of their fathers. Will it please thee to see the epilogue?
No! No epilogue is necessary. Oh, do you hear that? The clock has struck 12. Come, lovers, it is fairy time.
Yeah, it is. Fairy time is the best time. It's my favorite time. I wait for it the entire show. Now is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide. Everyone, let forth his fright. Everyone, everyone. And we the fairies that do run from the presence of the sun. I get sunburned easily, it's not a joke. We follow darkness like a dream. And now, we can frolic. Maybe. Hi, Bud. Hello.
Frolic. Frolic. Bring the warm and gathering light from the wild and crazy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite, hop as light as bird from briar.
First, rehearse each song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Through the house each fairy stray, where we the best bride bed will find straight away. Hubba, hubba.
If we the shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle themes, no more yielding but a dream. So give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. All right, I got this whole paper to read off, guys. Thank you so much. After 4 days of rehearsal and 2 weeks of touring, it is great to finish here in our own backyard in this beautiful state park. We've had a great time and are excited to share that with you. It's true, we really have. We would like to take this time to thank our supporters and donors. Without the help and support of these folks, we would not have been able to reach over 1,500 people and spread the name of Waldorf College around the Midwest. So here goes. Academic Affairs Department, Dr. Scott Searcy. College Admissions Department, Dr. Scott Pitcher. Student Senate, Maintenance and Facilities Department, Marketing Department, Theater Department, President Robert Alsop, and Dr. Natalie Alsop. I have to say the name like that, otherwise I ruin it. Dr. Leanne Nash, Dr. Robert Offrat, screwed up everybody's name. Dr. and Mrs. David Sollish, Dr. Joy Heebing, Professor David Bailing, Mrs. Cindy Carter, Dr. Paul Bartelt, Liz Taylor, Dr. Susie Falski, and others who wish to be anonymous. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank these wonderful people and anyone else who have helped us along the way. So many bucks. If you would like to donate to our cause and help us start preparing for our nest egg for next year's tour, please see Kelsey here. She will have a hat that you can put the money in. Anything from a penny to whatever is greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget that the theater company will be producing a resident production in Smith Theater this summer. The Complete History of America Abridged will be presented July 14th, 15th, 17th, and 18th. The show will be directed by Dr. Sollish and will feature a cast of Phil Detrick, Emily Anderson, and Kelsey Sollish. Don't miss it. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and thanks again for your support.